Hello and welcome, my beautiful Virgos. Brenda here with your general tarot and oracle card forecast for the week of June the 9th to the 15th. Let's see what your download message is. Own your power. Keeping in mind this is a general, not every single card or the energy they carry may resonate with every single one of you, but take what you can from it and throw the rest out into the universe. Let's see what we have here for your messages here from tarot, from your guides and spirit. Let's see what you have here. Your first card you have is the Five of Swords. Your second card is the Justice card. Your third card coming in is the High Priestess. Your fourth card coming in is the Four of Swords. And your final one is the Devil card. Okay, let's see what we've got here for your reading, Virgo. All right. Well, own your power. Don't be afraid. This is a week where you might have to step up and be brave, making wise and mindful decisions and choices this week. Lay your demands on the table in a concise and clear, direct manner. You don't have to get aggressive or, lose your cool about it, but you need to let somebody know that you're not going to play it small anymore, that you're not going to, be a people pleaser all the time, that you matter and you have self-worth and you deserve to step up into your power and have the respect for that. Coming in your first place, in your first row, which could be your life or your career card, it says taking steps. Action is key to getting where you need to go. If you can't wait around, take a step in any direction to get unstuck and find those opportunities. So you may be feeling as though you're in limbo. You don't know which way to go. Own your power and, like they say, take a step. One step leads to the next. And know that once you start moving forward, your momentum will pick up and you will be able to know which way you need to go. So it's about you taking action now, not sitting here and worrying and thinking about what I'm supposed to do, where I'm supposed to go. You need to take hold of that and own your power. You have that capability, my beautiful Virgos, to do that. You've got the Five of Swords. This is a no-win situation. You've heard me say this before. All arguments and going into battle mode, there are risks and there are consequences. You may feel as though somebody could be poking you with a stick, provoking you and wanting you to be their sparring partner this week. If you can, walk away from that drama, especially if it's not yours. Often when we go into battle mode, we lose something. We win the war, but, we have to risk and sacrifice something. The person leaving our life or the friendship ending or the job ending or a situation like that. So think long and hard before you go in there in battle mode. You could be right, but with your integrity and with your motives, but you could still lose something. Coming in next, you've got the Elephant Spirit, and it says learn from your past. So this is very good about thinking back and reflecting on how things worked and how things didn't work. And you need to tap into how can I change the things that didn't work so that I don't repeat those bad habits again or repeat those failures again. Look on the good things that work too and ask yourself, well, I should be applying them now. They work then, they should work now, right? You've got the Justice coming in. The Justice card is fair and equitable. Justice being done. The tables are being leveled here equally. I do think sometimes when you've heard me say when the Justice card comes in, it's usually waved in your favor. But if you're dealing with someone else, you may both be walking away feeling satisfied, but compromise might come into the equation. If you're dealing with any legal issues, sometimes you need to get a mediator to lay those cards in a fair and equitable manner on the table so that you can make the right choice and decision. But I think you're going to find things are going to work out, especially if it's a legal situation. Coming in next this was your focus, coming into your challenge part of your reading, you've got clouds. Now, there probably have been a lot of storms around you in the past, but now you've learned from them and you're moving on. These clouds are parting. This is about the clouds moving out of the way to bring in a new future for you. So I like that. And it's about, difficulties that are going to go away, okay? So this is about the path that leads from darkness to light, right? So from one situation to another, things are going to clear up. You're going to have clarity now. You're going to be able to see what it is you need to see. Okay, things are going to clear up. You've got the High Priestess, and you are trusting your innate gut feeling. You are trusting your intuition and that little voice of reason that says, uh-oh, You better look into this. So she looks into the background. She has that ability to go in behind the veil and find out the secrets, things that she needs to know, getting the information. She does her research. Do your homework, do your research, find out what it is you need to know. That's why she sits there all the time and looks cool, calm, and collected. She has no worries. She's got her book of knowledge and on her lap because she's found out what she needed to know. So the clouds are going to part. Things are going to get clearer for you. Coming in next with your messages from Spirit and your guides, you've got be bold and make the first move. So, taking those first steps, right? Going towards something. What is it? Is it taking a move towards a change? Is it, a job, a business, a person in your life? Don't be afraid to do that. Make the first move. Maybe you need to make the first call, right? Text, whatever the case is. Now, coming in below that, you have the Four of Swords. This is about calling a truce. Pure and unadulterated backing away from something. Okay, maybe it's backing away from that argument that somebody wants you to get into, that sparring partner. But you may be exhausted. You might be tired. You need time to heal and collect yourself. Being able to recharge your battery so that you can get out there again and get back in the game of life. This is a card that says don't make any quick decisions or choices right now. Just take your time and think about it. Okay, rest up, get your rest. Some of you could be actually experiencing a little bit of lack of sleep and insomnia. Coming in at the end of the week, you've got the card round and round. Okay, so this is about cycles and changing the cycles and reminding yourself that although it may appear that you've gone backward, the truth is you're standing in higher ground. Okay, you're at a different level. You learn something. You do something better. You break a cycle. You set up the past. You actually have a bird's eye view now of your initial footprint. And you can access the wisdom and lessons from it. Like I had said about the elephant, right? Learning from your past. So if you're in a scenario that appears to be an echo of something that's already happened in the past, in your past work life, it's because you're being invited to see that you couldn't see before, right? This is a perfect time for you to look at the deeper motives you have and your attraction to the opportunities and people who have entered your life to be part of your journey to prosperity. Who helps you navigate? Who sabotages you? Who supports you? Who are the familiar signs and your responses to them? Right? So this is a pattern in your life. Are you repeating history? Are you repeating good things or bad things in your life? Negative things, rather. So that's what this is all about. You don't want to spiral out of balance here. Okay, so sometimes we have to go back to look at our past to realize the mistakes we made in order to correct them. In comes the devil to remind us of that. Okay, what's holding you back? What's keeping you chained down? Why do you feel like you're being manipulated all the time? Are you putting yourself in victim mode, or can you break free of this? Yeah, you can. This is about making healthy, wise, and mindful choices and decisions to make yourself better, to move forward, to get out of a situation that you felt trapped in. So I love this card because it does say we have the ability to basically clean up our own act, as they say, and make wise and mindful choices and decisions to make things better. If you're in a toxic relationship, if you're in an unfulfilling job and career, if you're not being respected as you should be, then yeah, you need to make that decision to get away from it, to part yourself from it, move forward in a brand new direction. You're going through transformation here, my friend. Well, let's see what we have for clarification, validation, and verification. Here we go. Owning your own power. You're making changes. You definitely are letting go of things that you shouldn't have or do or bring around in your circle. You're being, you're making the first move. You're being bold. And, in the process, those dark clouds are going to part. And you're going to finally have clarity and to move ahead in a new direction. Finding out what you need to find out. Justice is going to be served. Wow. Okay, coming in with your first card, you've got the Six of Swords. You have the Seven of Wands. You have the Page of Cups. Excuse me. You have the Queen of Pentacles. And your final card here on the Devil is the Five of Wands. Five of Cups, rather. Okay. So we know that the Six of Swords is leaving troubled waters and going to calmer shores. So you're going to be changing things, moving away from things that no longer serve you. And you don't have to go back there. There's still going to be some challenges in the real world. Things would be wonderful. But we do have challenges that you're going to have to make and maneuver your or make changes and maneuver your way around this week. But taking the first steps to make this move and leave a situation that could bring you chaos is the best thing you could do this week. Leaving a bad situation and going to a much better one. Now the Seven of Wands says, you remember we said here, own your power in the beginning? This is all about you standing your ground, defending your corner, and not giving up. Okay? Sometimes you have to do this, and we all do. And this is the lesson that you've learned now. You deserve to own your power, step up, and claim your territory. Okay? Coming in the center position, that Page of Cups. This Page of Cups is somebody who brings something new to the table of life for you, something up to date, modern. They may look younger, act younger, be younger than you. They could also be sending you some sort of random gift, a letter, a card, a phone call, a text, even a gift of flowers maybe, to tell you that they want to take the relationship to the next level. Something to think about. Coming in next, you've got the Queen of Pentacles, planting your seeds. She's Mother Earth. What she nurtures, she sees grow. This is about you, perhaps, planting your seeds for this new beginning that you're going into here. This change that you're making here, those steps that you're taking when you're owning your power. But be patient, because she sits there. She knows that her garden isn't going to grow overnight. So Rome wasn't built in a day, but it doesn't mean you can't take those first steps, plant those seeds, and wait for it to come in. Keep nurturing it. Keep focused on it. This is a card that says you could be involved in something that has to do with the outdoors, animals, or children. Moving forward, you've got the Five of Cups. Five of Cups is that card of spilt milk, thinking about the past, reminiscing, the whys, the how comes, the disappointments, the regrets. Let it go. Don't lose yourself in that slump and that negative thinking, that mindset. Keep your eye on the prize at the end of the day, because you're going to see that you're learning from the past. You're wiped up that spilt milk, and you're moving forward because you're claiming your own power to go after what you want. You're making some big changes here this week, Virgo. All for the better. Well, I wish you a great remainder to today and a beautiful, optimistic, healthy, happy, prosperous, and successful week. And always know I stand in this circle of love and light for you. And I will see you soon, my beautiful, beautiful Virgos.